So we just got more details about Star Wars Jedi Survivor from IGN. They have exclusive coverage of the game for this month, and today they released a video on the stances that Cal will be using to fight the various enemies he encounters throughout the game. Specifically, according to the Respawn team, Cal will have 5 stances, while also getting a general upgrade to his abilities, and this is because Cal is meant to be what they call Jedi 2.0. He's no longer a Padawan, but he's a Jedi Knight with 5 years experience added on to where we were at the end of last game. So you'll actually start the game this time with 3 saber stances: single saber, double saber, and dual saber. The last 2 being distinguished by basically a double-sided lightsaber or holding a single saber in each hand. Now, in the last game, you started off with 1 stance, you got a second one when you got the other part of your lightsaber, and you had kind of a half of one where you would occasionally, through certain moves, split the saber in half. The twin lightsabers this time, however, is fully fleshed out, and the way it plays seems very interesting. It's described as being highly technical, based a lot on timing and precision. I read this, especially when watching the gameplay, as meaning that it will be a very high risk, high reward type of gameplay that relies heavily on things like parries. Highly skilled players should enjoy this because it makes you somewhat of a glass cannon, but it also allows for move cancellation to give you a bit more wiggle room. Single and double-sided sabers work basically as they did in the last game, and the other 2 stances we know a little less about. However, they are hilted and blaster. The hilted lightsaber is sort of the big great sword that we saw in one of the trailers. It's essentially his heavy attack. Slow attacks, lots of damage. If you've played any video game, you're probably familiar with this. The final stance will be the blaster. We didn't get to see any footage of this, but the way it's described, the blaster will work in conjunction with the lightsaber, and in fact, the blaster's ammo will be replenished by attacking with melee. You will not be using the blaster to pick off enemies, rather it will be woven into your ordinary melee combat, probably as a way to help manage your space and take on lots of enemies while focusing on specific ones. One kind of strange choice for me is that you can only actually equip 2 of these stances at once. That just seems a bit limiting, to be honest. I don't see why you couldn't have 3 or perhaps all of the lightsaber stances plus one of the special weapons, i.e. either the claymore or the blaster. I also do have another prediction though. I think there's probably at least 1 more stance in this game. I remember before Jedi Fallen Order came out, Respawn heavily denied any sort of double lightsaber stuff. When we tested and played the game pre-launch, we were absolutely forbidden from saying a single word about it. But that's all I've got for today. If you enjoyed this video, let me know down below. We will be doing a live stream over on X2 all about Charlie starting a new phase in his YouTube journey. That'll start in less than an hour. Click on screen now.